Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, very good, dear, very good. Okay, today we are going to start our first practical chapter in accountancy. Okay, that is accounting equation, which we are going to start now. So as usual, in each and every class you have to write each and everything. You have to maintain a separate accounts tuition notebook. After the class you have to send me. I want to check whatever you have written during the class. Okay, if you don't understand anything, feel free to ask. No hesitation for both of you, Janani and Manjusha. You can ask me. Okay, yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So question number 1, you can take page number 1, important question, accounting equations. Okay. So what is this accounting equation? First you should know. See, each and every business, okay, whenever a businessman starts a business, they have lot of transactions during a day. Okay, like they will purchase goods, then they will sell the goods to the consumer. After that, they have to incur many expenses, like they have to pay salary to their employees. Suppose the businessman is carrying out his business by taking a room for rent, he have to pay the rent also. Like this, many more, like lot of expenses will be there. So they record every expenses, every income in book of accounts. And in this accounting equation chapter, we are going to see how the equation tallies. Like in maths, there are some equation which both the sides tally, LHS equal to RHS. In the same way, in accountancy also. So first you everyone, you can write it down. There is a formula, assets equals to capital plus liabilities. First write this formula, where we are going to check in each and every transaction it will tally. I will teach you how it is tallying. First write it down. Assets, ASSETS, assets. I hope you are writing. Yes, Manjusha and Janani, both of you are writing now.
Yes, ma'am, I'm writing.
Okay,
Yes,
Manjusha?
ma'am.
Yeah, okay, dear. So, ASSETS, assets equals to liabilities. LIABILITIS, liabilities plus capital, CAPITAL. Now what is this assets? Very simple. Like in our house also we have lot of assets. Means properties of the business are called assets. For example, in our house the AC, fridge, okay, then the sofa, furnitures, dining table, whatever vehicle we are having, maybe car, two-wheeler, all are properties, right? Suppose any, if we are living in our own house, that is also property for us. In the same way, business also have many properties. For example, furniture. Suppose customers are coming to the shop, where they will sit? They will sit in the furniture sofa. That is asset for the business. Business in its shop will have some AC. Okay, in the same way, it may also have some land, some building, all these. Machinery. Why the business will have machinery? In order to do the production. Sometimes some business, they deal in production. They will produce goods in their own factory. Then they will directly sell to the customer. So in this way, machines are also assets. It is the property of the business. Now what are liabilities? What is liability? Liability means those amount which business needs to make payment to outsiders. For example, sometime business will purchase goods on credit. Sometime business will pay cash and purchase the goods. Goods means the stock. For example, suppose I am a businessman and businesswoman, not man, and I am having my mobile shop. I will sell mobile to customer and earn profit. So this mobile I have to purchase first, then only I can sell in profit. So this mobile is goods for me. I will say I have goods, that is in which I am dealing. I am dealing in mobile. For grocery shop All the grocery item will be the goods. In medicine shop, medicines will be the goods. So whatever business a businessman is dealing, that is goods for them, in which they are dealing. They will sell that goods to customer and they will earn profit. So it is not possible every time they will purchase the goods in cash and then sell. Okay, sometime what happens, the businessman, they will purchase goods on credit also. They have to make the payment later on. They will say that we will make you payment like after 3 months, 4 months. That is liability. Purchasing goods, okay, on credit and making payment later on. You have any doubt? Manjusha, do you have any doubt, dear?
No, ma'am.
You are understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. What about Janani?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Okay. So, and now what about this capital? Because you should know the terms which you are writing. You have written that assets equal to liability plus capital. On the basis of this equation, each and every transaction we are going to check whether it is tallying or not. Capital means, suppose I want to start a business. I want to start a mobile phone business. What I have to do? First, I have to invest capital. What is the meaning of capital? Investing some amount before starting business. I have to purchase few mobile phones. Suppose 10 mobile phone I will purchase. Then I will sell it at a profit. So this purchase of mobile phone is investment. I have to first invest in my business. That is capital. After that, I will, by selling my mobile phone, I will earn profit. So always if you see in a business, assets are always equals to liability plus capital. This equation is true. We are going to see how. That is only we are going to learn in this accounting equation. So the first question, started business with cash. Any businessman, whoever is starting a business, he will start with cash. Obviously, he needs to invest some amount in business, then only he can earn profit later on. So started business with cash 70,000. This is one equation. Now we have to see whether assets equal to capital plus liability or not. If you see the page number 2, this is the format of accounting equation. You have to prepare in your notebook. Write accounting equation, then write assets equal to liability plus capital. Put this line, 2 line, then you write serial number. Then I will teach you. Till here you do. Don't write everything. Write accounting equation, then assets equal to liability plus capital. Till here you write. Put the format in this way. Each and every transaction I will teach you. Till here you do first. And when your school starts, Janani, in your school, are they telling you to write the transaction? Then they are telling you to write assets equal to liability plus capital.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here also you will be doing like that. I didn't write. So first column, don't write serial number. You write transaction. Okay. Manjusha, are you understanding, dear? Because you didn't even go to school for this new session. That's why I'm asking. Are you understanding, dear? You don't face any problem?
No, ma'am, no problem yet, ma'am.
Very good, dear. So first see, don't write serial number, Manjusha. Instead of writing serial number, you have to write transaction. Transaction, transaction, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have to leave like big space. Why? In transaction, what you are going to write? The same thing. Started business with cash, you have to write in transaction. Okay. So leave that much space. Then accordingly you have to do.
Ma'am,
Yes, Janani, tell me, dear.
we don't write the entire transaction for in this one.
How you write? Because each and every school they have their own style. That's the reason I'm asking. So how you, because this chapter has been finished in your school, right? This is the chapter which have been finished, right?
Yes, ma'am, this is finished.
So how you write, dear? That's what I'm asking. Some school they write, some school they don't write. You have to go as per your school. So in your school, this accounting equation, how you do?
We write 1, 2 new equation, then 3 new equation like that.
Okay, means
We
that's
follow that.
okay. That's what I'm asking, dear. You don't write the entire transaction because some school they prefer they have to write entire. That's the reason I told you. Okay, then it's okay, no issue. Then you can write serial number. And Manjusha, once she goes to school, then only she will learn how in their school they are teaching whether to write the transaction or only serial number. Manjusha, for the time being, you write serial number, dear. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you join your school, then you will come to know because each and every school they have their own style. Okay, fine. So format is ready.
Yes, ma'am. Format is ready.
Okay. So first write first transaction we are going to write serial number 1. Now what is the meaning of started business with cash? Always remember in accounting equation whenever you read like this is one transaction, started business with cash 70,000 is one transaction. You have to understand there will be always more than 2 accounts but minimum 2 account will be involved. Now what is the meaning of this account? Like in this 2 things are involved. If I say in simple words, cash account and capital account. How? See, when we start any business we have to invest cash, so cash account, and the same cash which we have invested is also capital for the businessman. Cash is an asset. Now why cash is an asset? I told you that assets are properties of the business. Now we can say in other words that assets are those items in a business or those things which give us benefit in future. Okay, you can define assets in this way also. Assets are properties, no doubt, but in other words assets are those things or those items in a business which gives benefit to the business in future. For example, cash. Cash is an asset for any business. For us also cash is an asset. If we have cash, we can purchase anything. Okay, so that is asset for us. In the same way for business, cash is also an asset. It gives us benefit, na? Because if you are having cash, you can purchase whatever you want. So that is asset. Now, what you are going to do? Always whenever this transaction comes, the first one, started business with cash, always remember 2 accounts are involved. First one cash account, another one capital account. These 2 accounts are involved. So how to present this? So what is our equation? Assets equals to liabilities plus capital. This is the equation. Now we should see whether it is fitting under this. Under assets, you can write cash. Just you have to write only cash, nothing else. Don't write this stock, machine, no. Write below assets only cash. In serial number write 1, below assets write cash, and then write 70,000 below cash. Below cash you have to write 70,000 because how much cash is invested in business by the businessman? 70,000. So below cash you have to write 70,000, and what is cash? It is an asset. Till here any doubt, Manjusha?
No, ma'am.
And what about Janani?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now you write equals to, we have written liability plus capital. Below capital, you have to write 70,000. So, cash and capital, both are equal. See, 70,000, 70,000. First transaction is tallying. What is accounting equation? Assets equal to liability plus capital. So, first transaction, started business with cash. 2 accounts are involved. First one cash, because cash is an asset, we are investing cash into the business. Second one capital. Now capital is the owner, like capital means what? Owner's fund. Owner is investing. So in place of capital, you are going to write 70,000. In place of cash, you will write 70. So, first equation tallies, assets equal to liability plus capital. Now, we didn't get any liability and other assets. Slowly, we will get. Now, come to the second. You can write serial number 2. Now, we have to read the question. What is the second transaction? Credit purchase of goods. What is the meaning of this? Credit purchase of goods 18,000. As I told you, a businessman, he will purchase the goods in which he is dealing in cash as well as sometime credit. So now what the businessman is doing, he is purchasing the goods for credit. Credit means he will make the payment later on. He is not going to make the payment now, but he is purchasing the goods for how much? 18,000. 18,000 he is purchasing the goods. Now how you will show this in our accounting equation? Always remember, whenever goods are purchased, always remember, whenever goods are purchased, we call in accounts as stock. Stock means goods in which we are dealing. For a mobile shopkeeper, it will be mobile phones. For a medicine shop, it will be medicines. For grocery, it will be a grocery item like rice, whatever, rice, dal, soaps, everything. So, in whatever goods the businessman is dealing, it is their good stock. Now, what is happening? Credit purchase of goods means what? Goods is coming into the business, and what is going outside the business? We are not making any payment of cash. Suppose I am purchasing goods for cash, then cash will go out, goods will come. But I am not making any payment. I am purchasing goods. So stock is an asset. Goods are asset for any business. Why? Because by selling the goods we can earn profit. So it is asset for any business. Goods are always asset for the business, because it helps, it gives us the benefit. What I said, assets we can define in two ways. First, properties like furniture, sofa, land and building, machinery, all these are property of a business, assets. The second way we can define those things which give us benefit. So stock gives us benefit only. Why we are purchasing the goods? Not to keep in our godown, to sell the goods to customer and earn profit. So goods help us to earn profit. It is giving us benefit. That is why we call it as assets and we tell it as stock. Any doubt till here? Anyone? Janani and Manjusha, are you understanding?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So now how you are going to present this second transaction? In serial number, you have to write 2, and already one asset has entered into our business, cash. Because without cash, we cannot start any business. So the first step, we have to invest the cash, that is asset. Then second transaction, what we did after investing in business, we have to purchase goods. In whatever business we are dealing, first we have to purchase those goods, then only we can sell to customer and earn profit. Business is what? First starting, then we have to purchase goods, sell, then earn profit. So the second step, what we are going to do, the second equation says purchasing goods on credit. So stock is coming into the business, and cash plus stock, you can write there itself, cash plus stock. And below stock, exactly below stock, you have to write 18,000. For how much you are purchasing the goods? The goods are known as stock. So for 18,000 we are purchasing. Do we make any payment? No. The question says we are purchasing goods on credit. So cash you cannot reduce. You are not paying any cash from your pocket. So cash is with you only. But what is the other impact? First impact, asset is increasing. Stock is an asset. So we wrote below stock 18,000. The other impact, our liabilities are increasing. We have to make the payment of this 18,000 later on. Liability is increasing. So equals to, in place of liability, below liability, you have to write creditor. Who is this person? Creditor is a person from whom business purchased goods on credit. Later on, business will make the payment. So, who is the creditor? He is. You can write it down. Janani and Manjusha, write it down. Creditor is a person from whom business purchases goods on credit and makes payment later on. You can write it down, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Manjusha, am I going too fast, dear? Are you understanding? This is your first class, that's why I'm asking.
No, ma'am, it's fine. I'm understanding. Okay.
You are okay with the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, dear. That's the spirit. Okay, fine. So now, below liability, you are going to write creditor. Below creditor, what amount you will put? 18,000. How much you have to make payment to the creditor? Obviously, 18,000. That you have to write. And the capital, there is no change in capital. Don't touch capital and all. Leave it. Now, always remember, whenever we are writing one more equation, then we have to form a new equation by solving it. In maths, what we do? Equation means solving it. So now 1, 2, 2 equations already we did. Now you have to put a line and we have to solve. How to solve? That will give you new equation. See, already cash 70,000 is with the business. But the same cash remains here in new equation also. You can write 70,000. Why? Because we didn't make any payment. Yeah, we purchased goods, but we didn't make payment. We purchased goods on credit. So cash remains the same. No change in cash. You can write like this, 70,000. Cash is the same. Now what about other asset like stock? You can write cash plus 18,000. One more asset we increased in our business, goods, that is stock, 18,000. Then you can write equals to, what about the next side? Next side, liability increased, 18,000, creditor. So you can write 18,000 plus capital remains the same, 70,000. Now what happens? You can check after doing each and every equation. You can check your own self check, like 70,000 plus 18,000 in where? So LHS equal to RHS. Now here also if you see 18,000 plus 70,000, if you add both the side you will get the same answer. Any doubt so far, dear? Don't hesitate. Any doubt anyone is having, ask me. Yes?
No doubt yet, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now the third equation, we are moving to third. So now I am going to read the question. Payment made to creditors in full settlement. Try to extremely, whatever questions I have given you in this accounting equation, extremely important question. In exam, chances are there you may get question, this type of question. So don't ignore it. Whatever you are doing in the class, just tomorrow you have to practice your own. The same question. In accounts, you know, the same question you have. I am talking about practical, not about theory. Since I have started the practical portion today, each and every question you have to practice, okay, 2 times, 3 times the same question. It's a new subject for you people, na? So suddenly you won't get everything into your mind. It will take some time. For that you have to do practice, regular practice. Every day whatever I am teaching, you practice 2 times, 3 times in the beginning the same question. You will understand the concept more. And I hope both of you are having book. T.S. Gerewal. NCRT, Janani, you are having NCRT, right? Yes, Janani?
No, ma'am, our teacher started following a different book.
What book? What book, dear?
I don't remember. Let me check once.
Okay, T.S. Gerewal is the best book for accounts. If possible, purchase that book and start practicing questions from that. Lot of questions you will have. And what about you, dear? Manjusha, which book you are having? Have you seen the accountancy book, dear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, as of now, I have the NCRT book.
Okay.
I think my sister's book might be there. I have to check once.
Okay, okay. If it is there, Amrita's book, you just take and start practicing their T.S. Gerewal, okay? There is no change in portions. So for extra, it's the best book, T.S. Garewal or whatever she is having. You just start doing the sums, okay? Lot of practice questions will be there in that book. Okay. So now we are going to understand this. Payment made to creditors. First we purchase the goods on credit for 18,000. Now this is the time we have to make the payment to them. Listen carefully. You can write it down. You just write it down. In capital, always means always. All the expenses are subtracted from capital. You please write it down as important note in the next page or whatever, and write clearly. All the expenses of the business are subtracted from capital. I am telling slowly, you write it down. All the expenses of the business are subtracted from capital, and all the losses of the business, that is also subtracted from capital. You have to write this. Once finished, let me know. I will tell you few more points. All this will help you in doing the sums correctly.
Ma'am, can you repeat the sentence again?
Yeah. All the expenses and losses of the business, all the expenses and losses of the business are subtracted from capital. Yes, Janani, are you writing, dear?
Yes, ma'am, finished.
Okay. The second point you have to write. All the incomes and all the gains of the business. In the entire accountancy 11th and 12th, we are going to talk about business, not about the owner who have started the business. No, we are going to prepare the accounts only for the business, not for the owner. So keep in mind, we will be talking about the business, not about the owner. Owner is different from business. So write it down. All the income, all the gains of the business are added in capital. Written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And again you can write the third point. Expenses and losses of the current year are subtracted from the capital. I will teach you each and everything. No need to worry. Whatever I am telling, just write it down. All the expenses and losses of the current year are subtracted from capital. Written? Yes, written, dear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the same way, again you can write it down. All the income and gain of the current year are added in capital. Very, very important concept. This is going to help you a lot. Till class 12th, this will help you. This concept, I will explain you. First, write it down. All the income and gains of the business of the current year. What is current year? I will tell you. Are added in capital account. Both of you wrote?
Ma'am, added to what?
Added to capital account, dear. In our capital account only we are going to add the income and gain of the business of current year.
Okay.
Yeah. Manjusha wrote, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now try to understand. See, very, very easy. Now you all are in class 11th. Now whatever you're going to write your exams, maybe in July, August, June, whatever, whenever your school is going to keep your exams, whatever marks you are going to get, whatever, all things are going to be recorded in your report card of the current year. Now what is this current year? From April to 31st March. Normally the school begins April, the new session, and ends in 31st March. During these 12 months, whatever the unit test or whatever the big exams are kept by your school, the report card is prepared accordingly. They don't write the marks of the previous year. Like if you are in class 10th, they will not take the marks of class 9th and merge with it. So the same business also does. If the financial year of the business is starts from 1st April to 31st March. Always. So you can write it down. Financial year of every business starts from 1st April and ends in 31st March. So during these 12 months, whatever the rent paid or salary paid or any income earned by the business records in its books. It is not possible to remember each and everything day to day expenses or income of the business. That is why we are preparing accounts. Each and every day, whatever happening in business, whatever purchase, sale or any expense, any income, everything is recorded by the accountant. Proper way. They will put the date, they will write everything properly, they will maintain. So the date is from 1st April to 31st March. Previous year or next year, we don't take into account. Only current year expenses and current year income we record here. Previous year or next year we don't record currently. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now this payment made to creditor in full settlement 17,500. We purchased goods for 18,000. We means I am talking about business. Whenever I will say we means you have to understand I am assuming myself as a businessman and I am talking about business. So I have purchased goods for 18,000 on credit. Now I am going to make the payment to my creditor, the person to whom I purchased on credit. So now I am going to make 17,500. I purchased goods for 18,000, but in full settlement I will pay him 17,500. What you understand? Suppose I am going to a shop. I have purchased some goods. For example, cost price of the goods are 20,000. Now I will tell the shopkeeper, see, I have purchased for 20,000, give me some discount. Now I am not going to pay you 20,000, I will pay you only 19,500. At least 500 you can allow me discount, na, like that. So that 500 is profit for me. I purchased goods for 20,000, but I am paying him only 19,500. So I got 500 as profit. It's discount for me. It's a income for me. I saved 500. In the same way, now what is happening with business? Business is doing the same thing. Business is telling the creditor, see, I am your regular customer. I always purchase goods from you on regular basis throughout the year. So instead of full 18,000, we can settle it for 17,500. Now give me discount 500 rupees. In this way, business is talking to the creditor. Creditor will say, okay, why? Because he want in future also the businessman to come and purchase more goods. If he denies, the businessman will go to some other creditor, will go to some other shop for purchasing the goods. He will lose one customer. So business, that is why in business the creditor also says, okay, fine. I will give you 500 rupees discount. You don't have to pay. Just pay me 17,500 instead of 18,000. Accounts are settled. No need to pay. Just enjoy that 500 rupees. Now, till here you are understanding actually what is happening. Payment made to creditor in full settlement. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah. Now how to present? These are all the stories and the true stories what I said. But now we have to present it in our book of accounts. How to do? See, just imagine you are having 18, just imagine yourself, you are a businessman. Now you have 18,000 rupees in your pocket. You went to the creditor. You are saying that I purchased goods from you and so on the date, everything. Now I am going to make the payment. Creditor says, okay, pay me 18,000. Now we are talking. I will say whatever I said. So he agreed. Okay, pay me 17,500. Now out of 18,000 cash, how much cash is going outside from my pocket? Only 17,500. So here from cash, how much you will reduce? 17,500. We have to pay 18,000, no doubt, but we are paying only 17,500 na. So cash you have to reduce by 17,500. You have to subtract 17,500 from cash. 70,000 out of 70,000 you are paying only 17,500. You will reduce, your cash will get reduced. Now what about this creditors of 18,000, the liability? Now the liability has ended. I have to make no payment to the creditor in future. I settled his account. No more liability for me for this 18,000. Now I settled this 18,000. So when I am settling 18,000, here I will not write 17,500. Because just imagine if I write here 17,500, what will happen? The 500 balance I will show here. It means again this 500 I have to make payment to my creditor later on. No, already settled, no more payment, everything settled. That is the reason here we never write like 17,500. We have to write 18,000. We have to make our creditor 0. No more carrying forward. We are not going to make any payment in future. Already settled, everything we settled. That's the reason entire 18,000 you have to write. By writing 18,000, 18,000 minus 18,000, nil, 0, no more liability. Till here any doubt? Manjusha, are you understanding, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Really, are you because you didn't even went to school for this 11th. How you are understanding, dear? I am surprised. Tell me.
Ma'am, I read a little bit of it before class and a few days ago.
Very
I started
good.
some accounts and other subjects.
Very good, dear. Very good. Okay, fine. And what about Janani, dear? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am, I understood.
Okay, fine. So this is the reason we are writing 18,000, because you should not have doubt why we paid only 17,500 to the creditor. Because just imagine, very simple, if you show here 17,500, if you subtract, it will come 500. We don't have to pay that 500. No, that's the reason we have to just cancel the creditor. That's the reason 18,000 we are writing. And what about this 500? What is that 500? We paid less. That is income for us. Income for us means income for the business. Business earned a discount. In business received a discount of 500 rupees. So as I already made you write, any income, any gain of the business will be added in capital. This 500 rupees is the income. It is the discount received means income for the business. That is why we are adding in capital. Capital is 70,000. Below that only in capital we have to add this 500 rupees because it is income. Why we are adding? It is income. All the income we have to add in capital. All the expenses we have to subtract from capital. Now again new equation you have to calculate. Total cash 70,000 was there in the business. Out of that 17,500 we paid to our creditor. Now the cash balance is 52,500. You have to do the subtraction and you have to check. Plus in our business now we are having goods worth 18,000. Goods are there. Now equals to creditor 0, no liability. But what about this capital? Capital we are having 70,500. How? Because already 70,000 we invested in business and 500 rupees income we earned. So now 70,500 capital balance, cash 52,500, 18,000 stock. This is the current position we are having now at present after all these transactions happened in our business. So I hope till here no doubt, dear. Are you having any doubt, anyone?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now we will move to fourth. Now what is the fourth? Purchase of machinery for cash. Again there is very important concept dear. Goods are different and assets are different. If possible, write it down as important note. Goods are different thing, assets are different. Both are not same. Assets are properties of the business and goods are also assets, no doubt, but as like goods we purchase for reselling purpose. Okay, whenever we are purchasing goods, we are not purchasing for keeping in our business. If we keep the goods in our business, how we will earn the profit? We are purchasing the goods and we are selling to our customer and earning profit. But what about assets like machinery, land, building? These are also assets. We are purchasing machinery not for reselling. You have to remember this. Assets, both are assets. Goods are also assets, machinery is also asset. But what is the difference between goods and assets? Assets like machinery we are purchasing in order to do the production in our business. We are not going to sell the machinery every day to customer. Once we are purchasing, the machinery will run for 5 years, 10 years. It depends on its life. After that, when it stops working, we will sell it out and we will purchase a new machinery again after 10 years, 5 years. But goods every day we will sell to customer and earn profit. You can write it down, dear. While listening simultaneously, whatever I am saying, if you write, definitely it will be a good, it will give you a good benefit. So write it down. There is a difference between goods and this machinery and all. Both are assets, but still there is a difference. Assets we don't purchase for reselling it. Goods always we purchase for reselling it. And assets it give us benefit for more than 1 year. Suppose I am purchasing a machinery, a furniture, a sofa or any vehicle, a car for business purpose. I will not sell within 6 months or 7 months. I will keep in my business minimum 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years also. Then when it stops working properly, I will just sell it and purchase a new one. What about the goods? Every day I will sell the goods to my customers, whatever I am purchasing. So within 1 year, I have to sell all my goods and earn profit. I am not going to keep it for longer duration. That is the main difference between goods and assets. Understood? Are you writing everything, whatever I am saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now purchase of machinery for cash 20,000. Now the business has purchased a machinery. It is an asset and machinery always gives benefit for more than 1 year. Okay, more than. That is why machinery are known as fixed assets. Fixed assets means those assets of the business which gives benefit to the business for more than 1 year. Maybe 2 year, 3 year, 5 year. Depends on the life of the asset which we are purchasing. Normally the machinery and all, they may, if we are like investing huge amount, 3 lakh, 4 lakh, it may give 10 years benefit also. So now what is happening, for how much we are purchasing our machinery? For 20,000. So this is also an asset as I told you. So we are purchasing for cash. So cash is going outside the business. 20,000 cash, it is going outside the business. Okay. So what you will do? In place of cash, total available cash with the business is how much? 52,500, right? From this, now we have purchased a new machinery for our business. Why we are purchasing machinery? To do the production work, right? We have to do the production. Now if we produce the goods in our factory, then only we will sell it and earn profit. So now 20,000 you have to subtract from cash. Why you are subtracting 20,000? because we are paying cash 20,000 and we are purchasing a machinery. So cash will get reduced in the fourth transaction. From this 52,500 available cash, you have to subtract 20,000. Simultaneously, what is happening? A new asset is coming into the business. You are purchasing a machinery, you are bringing it into the business. So one more asset is increasing in our business. How to present? Where you will show that in the upper portion, if you see cash plus stock plus machinery, you write the full form. You never write the short form. Don't use any short form, please. Teacher may cut your marks. You have to write always a full form. Yes, sometimes I may use the short form and all, but you don't follow me. You have to write everything in full form. Write machinery, M-A-C-H-I-N-E-R-Y. Okay. So now one more asset you have increased, machinery. So from cash you will subtract 20,000 and one more asset you will add 20,000. You have any doubt, dear? Janani and Manjusha, you are having any doubt, dear? How this 20,000 we are subtracting, how we are adding this one more asset, machinery? Yes?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Janani?
No, ma'am, I understood.
Very good. Are you writing everything, dear, properly, neatly? Are you presenting?
Yes, ma'am.
If I am going too fast, please don't hesitate. I will wait for you people. You tell me, ma'am, wait. Okay. Once the once new entry we passed, after that again the new equation will come. NE means new equation. Don't write short form. From beginning you write full form. Teacher may cut your marks. You write new equation. Everything write in full form, dear. Now new equation, 52,500 cash was there. Out of the 20,000 business spent for purchasing machinery. Now what the cash balance will be? 32,500. Remaining cash balance presently in business. Plus same stock, the same 18,000 business is having now. Plus one more new asset we purchased 20,000. So if you see the asset side, you will find how much assets, how we are having. Cash, one asset we are having for 32,500 in business. Goods, also an asset we are having for 18,000. One more asset, machinery, we are having for 20,000. Now equals to liability 0. Already we made payment to our creditors 18,000. So no liability so far. Plus this 70,500 capital remains the same. Okay. So now if you add this 32,500 plus 18,000 plus 20,000, you will get 70,500. So we can say that assets equals to liabilities plus capital. In each and every transaction we are seeing whatever business is doing, we are checking that in each and every transaction the assets equal to liability plus capital is true. The equation is true. Now the last, I think fifth is the last transaction. Depreciation on machinery. What is the meaning of this new term, depreciation? See, just forget about business. We will come to our house property. Suppose you have purchased a TV. Now today you have purchased a TV, for example, for 20,000. For example, you are going to use the TV. After 5 years you want to sell that TV. Suppose now you have purchased for 20,000. After 5 years, after using it, when you are selling in the market, will you get the 20,000? No. You will not get 20,000. You may get 500, you may get 1,000 rupees, or it will go for scrap. If the condition is worst, you may get 0 rupees also. It depends on the condition of the TV after 5 years. So what you understand from this? Once we are purchasing any asset, we are using it regularly, oftenly we will use it. The more we use, the value of the asset is decreasing. Okay. That is the reason after 5 years or 10 years when you will sell the asset, you will not get the same price. In the same way, business also the same thing happens. Once the machinery is purchased, like we have purchased in this question 20,000 machinery, we paid 20,000, we bought a new machinery. The day one we bought, we will start using it, we will start the production, we will use it. So after 5 years or 10 years, the value of the machinery will not be the same. It will reduce every day. The value of the machinery is reducing. The more we are using, value is reducing every day. So that is only depreciation. Depreciation means reduction in the value of asset. And why the reduction is happening? Due to the continuous use of the asset. Are you understanding what is depreciation and why the value of the asset is reducing and all? Janani and Manjusha, are you understanding, dear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what the business does, like every year once the asset is purchased, like machinery, from the date it is purchased till the end of the financial year. Suppose a machinery is purchased on April 1st. That is the beginning of the financial year. 31st March, every business prepare accounts. So 31st March, 12 months the machinery is being used in the business for the first year from the date it has been purchased. So like an estimate of 10%, 5%, business will charge depreciation and keep the amount aside in the business. What will happen by doing this? After 5 years or 10 years, when the business will sell this machinery, it will have some fund already created by the business out of the profit. It will have some money to compensate the loss, to purchase a new machinery. Once the machinery is sold, some new machinery should be brought so that production doesn't stop. For that, huge amount is needed. So from the date the machinery is purchased, every year 10%, 5%, like 20,000, 10% suppose depreciation. So 200 or 2,000, whatever it will come, every year it will charge and keep aside. So that after 5 years, 10 years, some amount will be ready for purchasing a new one. So here depreciation on machinery already they have calculated. They gave you 2,000 rupees. This is a loss. Now in accounts, what is depreciation? It is a loss for the business because every year value of the machinery is decreasing by using it more frequently. So 2,000 out of 20,000, 2,000 already we used in this way. So this is a loss. Business treat it as a loss. And you know, all the losses what we do? We have to subtract from the capital. Okay? All the losses or all the expenses we have to subtract.
Incoming voice call from Pati.
Okay?
Incoming voice call from Pati.
Understood?
Incoming voice call from Pati.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Incoming voice call from
Just a
Pati.
moment, dear. Just one moment.
Incoming voice call from Pati.